Hello and welcome back to ALgebra 1. Today we are on lesson 2, where we are focusing on abbreviating statements about numbers. Just as a reminder, I am using a second edition of the ALgebra 1 textbook from Beka. Like I said, we're going to be in lesson 2 today. Abbreviating statements about numbers. So, I'm going to show you 3 different ways of stating the same problem. Our first way is, if 5 is added to a certain number, the result is 14. What is that number? In this method, the problem is stated in words. What is the number? If 5 is added to a certain number, the result is 14. It is all used in words are used for the entire thing. What number is added to 5 what number added to 5 equals 14? This is a shorter method of stating the problem, still using words. Then we have 5 plus n equals 14. This is the briefest way of stating the number, or stating the problem. In each case, it is obvious that the number is 9. This is just simply a which method do you prefer and why kind of thing. Each one has its ups and downs. Realistically, you will probably see them all at some point in this lesson series. And this was just to make you aware of them and that they all mean the same thing. They're just using different terms and different ways of presenting that information to you. In algebra, we see word statements or problems may be expressed very briefly by using letters to represent numbers, such as n plus 5 equals 8. If 5 is added to a certain number, the resulting number is going to be 8. We also can see this in n minus 6 equals 4. If 6 is subtracted from a number, that number is going to be 4. Now, currently we are not asking you to solve that problem. We can tell what the answer is because we can look at it and figure it out. Currently we're not asking you to solve it, just simply restate it. In the previous lesson, you were asked to translate word statements into abbreviated or shorthanded sentences. An algebraic statement that 2 quantities are equal is called an equation. N plus 5 equals 8 and n minus 6 equals 4 are equations. The quantity on the left side of the equation, over here, is called the first member of the equation. The quantity on the right sides are the second member. Note that here we think of n plus 5 or n minus 6 as one quantity. So we're talking about this as 1. We're not differentiating the fact that there are 2 numbers there. It is just one quantity. So for exercise 1.2, all you're going to be asked to do for your problems, for your schoolwork, is to write each of the following statements in short algebraic form. So basically you're going to take the big chunk sentence and write it in n plus 4 equals 3, whatever they ask you to write. As well as writing word statements for certain things and things like that. So we're translating a word statement into a big, huge, long sentence. They're not asking you to solve any of the equations quite yet. Solving will come in the next lesson. And with that, the next lesson is solving equations by inspection.